Hello, and welcome to day 11 of our Advent calendar. Now, yesterday we considered what the angels said to the shepherds. Luke records it like this: Suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among those with whom he is pleased." Now, to be honest, this took me rather by surprise when I read it. I think I'd glossed over that last phrase so many times as I've been preparing talks for Christmas. There's an uncomfortable note being sounded at the end of the angels' praise. They said, "Peace among men on whom God's favour rests." It's a rather sombre moment, which stands in contrast to the overwhelming tone of joy from the rest of the message. The angels are hinting that there exist people with whom God is not pleased. The message of joy, although it's aimed at everyone, will not be received by everyone. And the people who do not receive it for whatever reason count themselves out of God's blessing, the blessing he's offering through the events of Christmas. Uncomfortable, that. But we can't pretend it's not there. In fact, if we look further on in the life of Jesus, we can see it all too clearly. There were some people who rejected Christ and his ministry vigorously. There was a synagogue in Nazareth, his hometown. And when he preached there, he was rejected and thrown out. There were priests and leaders who put themselves up in direct opposition to Christ's work, and who ultimately brought about his death. To claim God's favour rested on these people is to hold an idea which flies in the face of the evidence. Uncomfortable as it may seem to our somewhat liberal ears, God's favour was not extended to everybody. At the beginning of John's Gospel, we find the parallel idea. John said, "Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." So by believing in him, by saying, "Lord, I'm going to follow you, I want to be like you. If you say it, I'm going to trust it," that puts me in the target area of God's favour and blessing. And that's just what the shepherds did. They believed the angels and they went to find out. To be sure, their evidence was pretty dramatic. But we can do just the same. I want to trust Christ because by trusting him I put myself on the receiving end of God's joy. And when I do that, Christmas takes on a completely different perspective. God bless you. Hello again. If you're watching this on YouTube, you might like to subscribe. There's a little button below this frame, and then you'll get an alert to tell you when the next one comes out. You could also like it, or you could leave a comment and join in the conversation. It would be great to hear from you.